broadcasting live from the St. Elijah Studios. This is SOYO, Oklahoma City's News Channel 1.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oklahoma City's #1 news channel, SOYO. I'm Joel Jesden.
And I'm Eric Masson. Things have been really hopping here lately in the SOYO world since Christmas time. We're about to go to our reporter Dee, who's about to leap back in time and take a look at what's been going on.
Well, it's already to believe it's already February, but you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. And if anyone knows about fun, it's Team SOYO. Back in December, SOYO members warmed up their vocal cords and set out on a mission to spread Christmas cheer all over Oklahoma City. We split up into groups and went caroling to different members of our church community. Let's have fun. Let's have a listen and see how one group did.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Fa la 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 la.
Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Stroll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la.
Wonderful.
Not bad, guys. After we finished caroling, we met at the home of Craig and Nanette Abraham for dinner and our silly Santa gift exchange. Many thanks to the Abrahams for hosting such a great evening and to all the parishioners who let us come and sing for them. A very merry time was had by all. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dee. The Christmas cheer didn't stop there. The following weekend, Teen SOYO members starred in the annual Sunday School Christmas play. Our talented teens joined with the younger grades as they played executives working for an advertising agency. Their goal was to find the best money-making product for the Christmas time, but instead they learned a valuable lesson about the true meaning of the season.
Well, after dazzling the troops with some amazing acting abilities, the SOYO got ready for something even more exciting.
Wait, something more exciting? Like more exciting than Christmas? Yeah, right.
Kind of doing something.
Do you mind?
No.
Anyways, like I was saying, the SOYO was getting ready for something even more exciting. That's right, the first ever Winter Camp St. Raphael.
Yeah, boy.
Let's check in with Amy, because she has the scoop on what really happened at WAMP trademark Eric Masson.
Thanks, Eric. The first year of winter camp was a huge success. More than 100 teens and chaperones got together to enjoy a wonderful weekend at our beloved Camp St. Raphael. Father Saba from Searcy, Illinois, was our guest speaker for the weekend. Not only did he know the meaning of almost everyone's name, but he also inspired us to consider what it means to commit to Christ. He also brought tears from the weeping icon of his church and anointed us with the holy oil after church on the last night. When we weren't learning from Father Saba, people were busy playing angleball, dodgeball, making arts and crafts, and just hanging out with friends. We ended the weekend with some great times at the Blue Dance, where everyone had to be wearing blue, and some of the counselors got really into it. We had an incredible weekend, and some people have already begun the countdown to next year.
Winter Camp St. Raphael!
Yeah, boy! Woo, yeah!
That's the scoop on WAMP. Back to you.
Thanks, Amy. We now turn to Nathan, who has a report on what's up in the sanctuary.
Thanks, Joel. I'm here in the sanctuary where we're going to talk about the icon of Saint Polycarp. As an infant, Saint Polycarp was adopted by a widow who had no children. He lived in her house and was eventually entrusted with the care of her estate. One day, while his adoptive mother was out, Polycarp had all the food in the house distributed to the poor. Seeing what Polycarp had done, a servant rushed to find his mother and tell her. When she came running back to examine the cellar, she found it packed to the ceiling with food and other goods. While she was chastiseing the servant for lying, Polycarp stepped in and said that the servant was telling the truth. He explained that the pantry was only full because he asked God to fill it after he had given away all the food. Polycarp later became Bishop of Smyrna and a faithful leader of God's people. Saint Polycarp and Saint Ignatius of Antioch were the link between the apostles and the Christians who lived in Asia Minor. The governor ordered him to be executed. He was sent by 2 men to find Polycarp in a village where he was hiding. When the men came to the door, Polycarp asked them in and gave them all the food that they could eat. Polycarp was eventually martyred after 86 years of faithful service to Christ and his church. We will celebrate his feast day on February 23rd. That's what's up in the church. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nathan. Well, just this last Sunday, St. Elijah Teen SOYO hosted its 7th annual Valentine's Dinner.
That's right.
This event is the only fundraiser SOYO does for the entire year. Let's check with Nicole to see how everything went.
Thanks, Joel. Well, guys, the teens came out in full force to convert the church hall from its everyday look to a beautiful dining room. 45 St. Elijah couples joined us for a wonderful evening of food, wine, live music, and dancing. The meal was catered by the one and only Ned Shad, who had everyone raving about his beef tenderloin. SOYO members served as waiters for the evening and made sure all the guests were taken care of. By the end of the evening, people were laughing and dancing and having a wonderful time with their sweethearts. I think it's safe to say that this is a St. Elijah tradition that just gets better and better every year. Back to you guys!
Thanks, Nicole. Now let's turn to Lainey to look at our liturgical forecast.
Thanks, Eric. While the rest of the world is preparing for Valentine's Day, we Orthodox Christians are preparing for Great Lent. Last Sunday, we marked the first Sunday in the Triodium period, also known as the 3 Sundays before Great Lent. In 2 weeks, we will have Meat Fair Sunday, which will be your last chance to have a burger in a while, so I would get one. The following Sunday is Cheese Fair Sunday, so milk it for all it's worth. Be sure to pay careful attention to the bulletin in the coming week so you can get your latest info on the schedule of the services for the Great Fast. So that's your SOYO liturgical forecast for SOYO weather. I'm Lainey Wagner. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lainey. Also, when you are looking at your calendar for the next few months, be sure to mark out April 3rd and 4th. We're going to be hosting a Lenten lock-in for our friends from Wichita and the Greek Church. You won't want to miss this.
That's right. And don't forget our volunteer work at the food bank, February 17th from 6 to 8 o'clock. We're going to prepare backpacks and hope to see everyone there to help. Call Aaron if you have any questions.
That's all for this month's news. For SOYO, I'm Joel Jesden.
And I'm Eric Masson. Good night.